Okay, I'm recording now the lesson. Okay, so we're going to start a new lesson in the geometry. The lesson is called Ratios in Similar Polygons. Ratios in Similar Polygons. Let's first know or review the meaning of polygons. You remember what is the meaning of polygon? Polygon is any closed shape, at least 3 sides. Closed shape with 3 sides. Okay, it shouldn't be curved. It must have straight sides. Okay, and circle is not a polygon. It is closed, but it is not a polygon. The polygon must be straight sides. Okay,
Like triangle and square?
triangles, squares, trapezoids, parallelograms, and so on. Okay, so polygon, any closed shape that has at least 3 sides. Okay, then similar means like each other. Okay, so now we almost know the meaning of the title, ratios in similar polygons. Ratios, you're going later to know its meaning. Okay, so now how we're going to take our lesson. You're going to open your book. You're going to watch the screen. You're going to see some videos. I'm going to explain, and you're going to, and between the book and the screen. Okay, now let's see this video.
Or by angle, 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 these two triangles are similar. Neat.
Wait.
Okay, now that we know.
Wait. This video is on Harcourt, the book website. Okay, so this video will show you what is the meaning of similar polygons. If you want me to stop and explain or any question, just tell me, okay? Girls, okay?
Teacher,
Yes?
can you tell me the videos in Harcourt what?
Website. The book has a website, okay? So I downloaded some videos from the book website.
Okay.
Take a look at the corresponding ratios of various parts. So let's take a look at two triangles that were given. And we're given some information about the...
He is explaining what is the meaning of congruent triangles. I have two triangles. You see the cursor? You see the arrow of the cursor? Okay? I have two triangles, the smaller one and the bigger one. Okay? Angle C. You see angle C here and angle F. Angle C and angle F are equal. Angle B and angle E are equal. Since there are 3 angles in each triangle, angle C and angle F are equal, angle B and angle E are equal, so the third angle in the triangle, which is D and A, will be equal to each other also. Okay, so listen to the video.
Triangles, I want us to take a look at them and enjoy them. They're pretty. One thing that's clear is that this triangle is much larger than that triangle. That's the first thing we can see. The next thing I notice is that we're given some information. First of all, we know the lengths of all these sides. That's pretty good. It's a lot of information, in fact. And we know something about the angles. Notice that, in fact, we know that angle B is congruent to angle E. They're marked that way. And angle C is congruent to angle F. What can I conclude about these triangles? Well, I can conclude that these triangles are, in fact, similar by angle-angle, by the angle-angle theorem, right? So by the angle-angle theorem, or something is called the third angle theorem, we know that since these two angles have the same measure and these two angles have the same measure, then the third angle, in fact, must be the same, and therefore by angle-angle-angle, these two triangles are similar. Neat. Okay, now that we know that they're similar and we identified the congruent angles, let's take a look at the ratio of corresponding sides. See what that looks like. So, for example, let's take a look at the side opposite the double angle here, which is...
Do you remember, girls, in the first term in geometry, the opposite side of the equal angles? For example, angle C and angle F. Put your finger on the screen. Angle C and angle F. Okay, girls? Girls? Where are you, girls? Okay. Angle C and angle F. They are equal to each other. What are the corresponding sides? corresponding side means the opposite side. Opposite side to angle C and angle F will be also congruent, or will be also same, or will be also equal. So what are the opposite sides to angle C and angle F? The opposite or corresponding side to angle C is AB, and the corresponding side to angle F is ED. If you are putting your finger on the screen on angle C and angle F, corresponding opposite side to angle C is AB, corresponding side to angle F is ED. Also, I have two congruent angles, angle B and angle E. So the corresponding sides to angle B and angle E, which is AC and DF, will be also congruent. And since I have two congruent sides in each triangle, so the third side also, the third angle also will be congruent, which is angle A and angle D, which is colored in red. So angle A and angle D will be congruent. So what is the opposite side to angle A, B, C? What is the opposite side to angle D? Is E, F. So B, C, and E, F are also congruent. Girls, do you hear me? Girls, do you hear me? Girls? Girls, do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, because it was mute for all of you. Girls, you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, because I couldn't be able to hear you. Malak and Judy, you and girls, don't make yourself mute because I want to hear you, because if you have question, so you will stop me and I will repeat. Okay, girls? Girls, you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you have questions now? Let me continue the video.
6 and compare that, put that in a ratio with the side here, which is 3. So those are corresponding sides. And so I see 6 over 3, which you see equals 2. So that's that particular ratio. How about the side that's opposite the unmarked angle? That's 8 here. The side opposite the unmarked angle here is 4. So I'm always looking at big to small here. So big is to small. So that's 8 is to 4. And we see again 2. And finally, the side opposite the one marked angle, we see 3, and here we see 1.5. So I see 3 is to 1.5, and that equals 2. So notice that, in fact, in each case, the ratio of corresponding side lengths of these two similar triangles, actually the ratios all agree. And that's not a coincidence. That's, in fact, a fact. If we have similar objects, then, in fact, the ratio of the similar parts, corresponding parts, will all be the same. Pretty cool. Anyway, similar objects, ratios that are all interconnected.
Okay, girls, you understand?
So teacher, we will divide.
Okay, girls, again, we're going to say, if I have triangle ABC, okay, and I have another triangle EDF, okay, because ordering the letters of the triangle is so important. A, B, C, and E, D, F. If angle B is congruent to angle E, how do I know it is given? It is given, okay? As you see the cursor, you see the mouse, angle B is congruent to angle E. Angle C is congruent to angle F. By the third angle theorem, angle A will be congruent to angle D. So you see here angle B and angle E. What are the sides opposite to angle B and E? Opposite to B will be AC. Opposite to E will be D and F. What is the measure of AC? Who will tell me what is the measure of AC?
6.
6.
6. What is the measure of DF?
3. DF 3.
4.
Excellent. No, DF is
4.
3. No,
It's 4.
DF, not DF.
It's 3.
Yes, 3. So when you're going to divide 6 by 3, it will be 2. Right, let's see the other two angles. Now I'm going to look at C and F. You see the cursor, girls? You see the mouse?
Yes.
C and F. Put your fingers on the screen on C and F. What is the opposite side of C? Who will tell me the opposite side of C?
It's F.
Side, you will tell me 2 letters.
AB.
AB.
AB, excellent. So the opposite side of C is AB. What is the opposite side of F?
ED.
ED, excellent. So measure of AB is 3 and measure of ED is 1.5. When you divide 3 and 1.5 together, it will give me 2. Okay, left for me A and D. Put your finger on angle A and angle D. What is opposite to angle A? The side that is opposite to angle A.
C.
When I ask you side, you will tell me two letters because the angle is 1 letter and the side has 2 letters. So what is opposite to angle A?
B and C.
B and BC. Yes, excellent. What is the opposite to angle D?
EF.
Excellent, EF. So if I will put the measure of BC, which is 8, over EF, which is 4, 8 over 4 is 2. So you see, girls, when I divide the two sides, AC and EF, they give me 2. BC and EF, they give me 2. AB and ED, they give me also 2. So their angles are congruent. And the sides, when I divide them together, they gave me the same ratio. Okay, so the two polygons are similar. When I say that the polygons are similar when the angles are congruent, and when I divide the sides, they will give me the same ratio. What is the meaning of ratio? When I divide the two sides, they will give me the same number, but not any two sides, the opposite sides to the equal angles. Not any two sides, no, the sides that are opposite to the equal angles. For example, A and D are congruent angles. So what are the opposite sides to the congruent angles? BC and EF. C and F are congruent angles. What are the opposite sides for C and F? AB and ED. Okay, girls, I will not choose any sides. I will choose the sides that are opposite to the congruent angles. Let's see another video. Okay, girls? See this one.
Calm down, everyone. It's okay. I'm going to give you 2 figures, and we have to figure out if those 2 figures are similar or not, just based upon the wacky, zany information that's given. Let's take a look at the first candidates. So here are our first contestants. We have rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. We're told they're rectangles, ladies and gentlemen. We do know they're rectangles. The question is, are they similar? Let's take a look very carefully and see what we know.
You see, the question is, are they similar? He is asking, are they similar? How they will know they are similar or no? The angles are equal or no? And dividing the sides together will give me the same number or no? Dividing the angles will give me the same number is called ratio. It's called what, girls? Ratio.
Ratio.
Okay? Continue.
About these 2 rectangles. Our first rectangle has sides 8 and 10. Our second rectangle, ABCD, has sides 12 and 15. Are they similar? Well, we can figure this out by taking a look at the ratios of corresponding parts and see if those ratios are equal or not. So, let's begin. So let's take a look at this smaller side of the larger rectangle and compare it to the smaller side of the smaller rectangle. So that's 12 over 8. And we can simplify that a little bit to 3 over 2. All right, so there's that ratio. Now let's look at the ratio of the other corresponding parts. So large side of large rectangle is to large side of small rectangle. That's 15 is to 10.
You see, girls, I'm taking the same sides together, okay? Not choosing just any two sides, no. Okay, girls?
No.
So simplify that, we see 3 over 2, 3 over 2, 3 over 2. We have a winning pair. In fact, these two geometric objects, these two rectangles, are in fact similar because we see that the ratio of corresponding objects actually agree. Congratulations, folks. Great contestants. Let's thank them and give them some lovely parting gifts. All right, and now for our last contestant. Here we go. Here they come, coming out. That's right. They are triangles. They are triangles, indeed. We know, in fact, let me...
Girls, you see, when I have two dashes here and two dashes here, means that this angle is equal to this angle. If I have one dash and one dash, this will be also that this angle is equal to this angle, okay?
Turn them around so you might be able to see. There we go. Whew. That's right. Take your seats. Everyone calm down. Calm down, big triangle. Good. All right. Now let's take a look at what we have. We know the various lengths of sides. We're also told that this angle is actually congruent to that angle. The question is, are they similar? Let's try a corresponding ratio and see what we get. So let's take a look at the side opposite the Q, which is 12, and compare that to the side opposite the T, which is 9. So we see 12 over 9. And let's simplify this a little bit. So we can take out a 3. I guess there's a common factor of 3 on the top and the bottom. So I have 4 over 3. And so that's that ratio. Now let's take a look at the smallest side here. So let's take a look at the side that's adjacent, the small side adjacent to this double angle here. That small side is 8. Compare it to the small side here, which is 6. And so now I'm going to look at 8 over 6, which I can simplify a little bit. There's a factor of 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and so I see 4 over 3. And so this is looking very good, ladies and gentlemen, very, very good. We have an agreement here, and then there's one final thing to check, which is going to be this 18 versus the 12. So here we go, big finish. Let's see what happens. 18 over 12. And we simplify that, we see there's a factor of 2 on top and bottom, so this is actually 9 over 6. There's a factor of 3. I can simplify even more, and I see 3 over 2. Oh no! 3 over 2, in fact, is not the same ratio as 4 over 3. These are different. In fact, therefore, these two triangles are definitely not similar. They looked so similar coming out, walking out here. We all thought they were. I'm sorry, contestants. We have some wonderful parting gifts, but they're not so great. The point...
Okay, girls, as you see here, that I will not feel happy because I found two equal ratios at the beginning. No, I have 3 angles, so I have 3 corresponding sides. So I have to get the ratios in for the 3 corresponding sides. I will not feel happy, oh, it is 4 over 3, it is 4 over 3. No, the third one also will be 4 over 3. Why I will do more effort, so it will be 4 over 3? No, you see, it is 3 over 2. So I have to get the ratio for the 3 corresponding sides for the 3 angles. And as I told you, I will not choose any sides. For example, there are 2 congruent angles, which are Q and T. What are the corresponding sides for Q and T? P, R, and U, S, or SU. So it will be 12 over 9. Okay, who will tell me the corresponding sides for S and let's see, what is the corresponding side for S?
12.
Yes, 12 is called TU. Excellent, Malak. Okay, and what is QR for P? What is the corresponding side for P?
QR.
QR. So this is the problem that we face, that when I divide both, they gave me 3/2. Okay, girls, let's take a look over our book. Okay. Okay, page 466. Okay, example 1. Identify the pairs of congruent angles and corresponding sides. Okay, they gave me that angle Z is congruent to angle R. Look, girls, you see the sign of congruency here? You see? You see where is my cursor? See how I write congruent? Okay, girls? So it is given that angle Z is congruent to angle R. And it is given, it is colored as one red dash. And angle Y is congruent to angle Q. And it is given 2 red dashes. By the third angles theorem, that angle S will be congruent to angle X. Okay, girls? So you have to put in your mind, who is coloring black? Who is coloring black? Okay, girls. So let's go back. X and S. So let's take first Z and R. Angle that is corresponding to Z is XY, and the angle that is corresponding to R is SQ. Measure of XY is 6 and measure of SQ is 9. 6 divided by 9. I will simplify. What is the meaning of simplify? I will divide by a number that is divisible by both. So I'm going to divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now I'm going to take the sides that are corresponding to Y and Q. What is the side that is corresponding to Y? XZ. Okay, girls?
Okay.
Girls?
Yes.
Okay. XZ, which is 9. And the side that is corresponding to Q is SR, which is 13.5. When you are going to divide them by 3, or you're going to divide them by what? You're going to divide them by 4.5, it will be 2. And then you have YZ, which is angle X. Corresponding to it is YZ, which is 12. And angle S, which is here, corresponding to it RQ. I recommend that you will follow the cursor, which is RQ, which is 18. So 12 and 18, you're going to divide them by 6. Simplify by 6, so it will be 2/3. So I have here 2/3. I have here 2/3. I have here 2/3.
Oh, it's a congruent.
Yes. So I have the same ratio. So the two triangles are similar. Two triangles are what? Are similar. Okay, let's answer the one that is down. Identify the pairs of congruent angles and corresponding sides. They didn't give me any givens. Who will tell me what are the congruent angles here? They didn't give me anything.
Teacher.
Hmm.
B and G.
Lean is talking.
Nice.
Mice is talking. Yes.
B and G.
B and G. What is this sign? B and G are
Right
what?
angle.
Right angle,
Right
90 degree. Excellent. So what are the corresponding sides for B and G?
C and A, G and H. J and H.
I will not say C and A. I will say CA, GH. Okay? Excellent. What else?
HJ.
Hmm?
A and J.
What angles also are congruent?
HJ.
No, when I say angles, you're going to tell me one letter.
C and H.
Angle, angle, angle. What is angle? You have congruent angles here. Angle,
10 and 5.
angle, angle, angle. What is congruent angle here?
H.
Nice said B and G. What is congruent angles here?
C and H.
C and H. Yes. C and H. Yes. The sound is going away and coming. By the way, the sound is not clear. It's not very clear for me. Okay, so C and H. Who will tell me the corresponding side of C?
C
B A J G.
Yes, B A and H. Who is?
J G.
GG.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's move for the second page. A similarity ratio. They are defining here the similarity ratio is the ratio of the length of the corresponding sides of two similar polygons. Is what we learn to do now. The similarity ratio of angle ABC to angle DEF is 3/6. When we divide the two sides, the two corresponding sides of the three angles, and I got the same number 3 times, so they are called similar. This number is called similarity ratio. This number is called similarity ratio. Do you remember the video when you got 4/3, 4/3, and then 2/3? So
Yes.
it is not a similarity ratio because the third number is not like the first and the second number. Okay, girls? This is called similarity ratio. Just wait 1 minute, girls. Okay. What else do we have? Yara is not talking. Where is Yara? I don't want you to put on the laptop and go away. Where is Aya? I am only listening to Malak and Tala and Mais. Where is Judy? Where is Yara? Girls, it is for your...
Making mute.
They are mute.
No, they are not making mute.
Judy.
Yara went out. Judy 1 is the one who made mute, and Aya raised up her hand.
Okay, thank you, Aya, for raising up your hand. Okay, girls, we are almost done for today because the lesson is 35 minutes. Okay, let's first see example 2 first fast. We can do it in 1 minute. Determine whether the polygons are similar. If so, write the similarity ratio. Rectangle PQRS and TUVW. Okay. As I know that all the angles of the rectangle are 90 degrees, so identify pairs of congruent angles. P and T are congruent, Q and U are congruent, R and V are congruent, S and W are congruent. Okay, girls? As you see here, the blue, you see the blue part here, all angles of a rectangle are RT. RT means right angles and are congruent. So this sign is angles and RT means right angles are congruent. Okay, girls? Step 2, compare corresponding sides, PQ and TU. PQ and TU. So 12/16, when I'm going to divide, it is 3/4.
Try.
I'm going to take the short side here, P, S, and TW, 4/6. So now I have 2/3. So no need to continue because I have two different ratios. So since corresponding sides are not proportional, so the rectangle are not similar. No need to
Teacher, I
continue.
have a question.
Yes, tell me.
Teacher, we should put big over small or small over big when we divide the sides.
No, you should choose, for example, P, Q, and TU. P, Q,
Okay.
and TU. Okay? So put PQ 12 up and TU down. Okay?
Okay.
Look, mice. You see the letters. You remember in the beginning of the lesson, I told you order of the letters are so important. P, Q, R, S, and T, U, V, W. If you're going to take PQ, you're going to take PU. Okay? If you're going to take PS, you're going to take TW. 4/6. If you're going to take TW first, so you're going to take UP. If you're going to take the greater first, so you're going to take the greater first in all the ratios. If you're going to take the smaller first, you're going to take the smaller in all ratios. I'm going to start by this point tomorrow. Okay, girls? Okay, girls?
Yes.
Okay, see you tomorrow, girls.
See you.
Okay, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.